For today, I am very excited because I am producing a new series in my channel. I decided to make a podcast that we will be calling Weekly Months Podcast. We will talk about my experiences as an immigrant nurse in the US, my experiences studying here, and my life before as a flight attendant in the Philippines. Now, why did I decide to make a podcast? For those who know me up personal, I am talkative. Doing a podcast makes sense in this channel because we could talk everything under the sun with the topics you want me to tackle. For the very first episode of this podcast, we will talk about why I decided to study in the US. The idea started when I was younger. In our family, I'm the most ambitious one, and I had a lot of dreams before that didn't happen. I want to be a celebrity. I want to be a model. I want to be a singer, dancer, all those stuff I wanted to be someday. But life happens. I decided to focus on my career and my dreams of migrating abroad. With the encouragement of my dad, I became a nurse. After 10 years, now I'm an immigrant in the US, which was one of my high school dreams. How would I connect this? Studying in the US was part of my dreams, like in the back of my hand, in the back of my head, that someday I will have this experience to study in the US. The motivating force is that I lacked confidence in my oral and written English. I don't like public speaking because I am worried of the criticisms that I may receive. People might correct me, criticize how I speak or how I pronounce things. So I didn't like public speaking. I'm not good in storytelling. I keep on rambling. My thoughts are all over the place. I knew that studying abroad will help me practice or develop my written and oral English. Because in the Philippines, most of the exams are multiple choice, fill in the blanks, match A and B. There's nothing for me to practice my English. Me and my classmates don't really follow the English campaign in school. There's no way for me to practice my English but to come here in abroad and study. When I came here in the US, I enrolled to a small business school for international students. And my classmates are from different parts of the world. So I was exposed to different cultures, to different nationalities. I finally able to experience the American education. I realized how different Philippine education from American education. And here in America, they have a lot of essays, writing. They have a lot of case studies, discussion questions that requires you to expound your ideas and thoughts. And it's usually subjective. It's not always by the book. It's more on or what your ideas are, which was totally different. So here, I was able to learn how to structure my thoughts and ideas. Whenever I come to class, recitations for me is my opportunity to practice my English. I am not that conscious because in our class, since we're different nationalities, I knew that my classmates are also not good in English. So I'm not like embarrassed or I'm not that afraid to speak out my thoughts in class. For sure, they don't mind what I say too. So my experience studying in the States, like I'm an active student in our class. I usually participate. I had a classmate. She didn't like our professor. While me, I'm enjoying the class. I'm participating and all. And then one time she commented how she didn't like our professor and how she noticed that I am enjoying the class. And I was like, why did she make such comment? If she didn't like the class, I don't think she needs to take it against me as well because I went to class to learn, and if she's not interested, well, that's not my problem anymore, right? So how I was able to adjust to the education here in the States? Honestly, I didn't know how to make an essay. What I did is whenever I make my case studies and my essays, I usually have somebody proofread it, or I go to the writing center of the school to have my essays checked. I use this website called Grammarly to check my grammar or my spelling. At first, I was intimidated with all the case studies that I need to submit weekly, but through time, since I was submitting my papers weekly, I could see my progress. And as well, I learned my mistakes through time. time. From there, I was able to build my confidence when I am getting a GPA score of 4.0. And 4.0 is the highest GPA here in the States. And I couldn't believe it because for me, I was like, I'm not confident on the papers that I was submitting. Well, I became confident because somebody else is checking it for me. But I didn't know that my ideas was making any sense. There you go, guys. I did enjoy studying in the US because I was able to prove something. I was able to develop the skills that I wanted. But however, I had to stop school because when I had my green card, I had to fulfill my commitment to my petitioner. So I had to work as a nurse. That affected my GPA. I had a 3.0 GPA. I wasn't happy because I know that I could do better if I had more time doing my schoolwork. I only have 3 subjects left on my post-grad study. So planning to finish my masteral when I have more time to do my schoolwork. My overall thoughts, I never imagined that I am able to study here. There were a lot of expenses, I may tell you. So I did a vlog regarding the expenses of being an international student. So I'm just blessed and lucky enough that I was able to save a lot in the Philippines. Studying here in the US helped me gain my confidence. Now I'm trying to be more confident speaking in front of the camera because I have this eagerness of making myself better with my oral English, and as well as I'm able to prove that writing skills could also be learned. Skills could be developed. For myself, speaking in front of you guys helped me a lot of gaining confidence, presenting myself in front of the camera, the way I speak. I am learning a lot in this process. The skills that I've learned from studying in the US will help me reach my next goals in life, like doing better in my career, venturing other fields, right? So I'm happy that I was able to experience to study abroad. That is the topic for today's podcast. Now, if you learned something, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and let me know down the comment box the next topic you want me to make on my next podcast. Thank you all and hope to see you on my next video. Bye! Mic test. This is so cool, guys. I'm able to connect my camera to my smart TV, so you couldn't see from here, but I could see myself. Oh, finally, I was able to figure out what the HDMI is for.